Now broadcasting. Welcome back to Cities Skylines Remastered. And what's interesting about this particular live stream is that, first of all, it's still the first weekend in August, or technically second weekend in August. And the last update for City Skylines was the race day expansion. There was a minor patch to fix some bugs after that, and since then, there has been absolutely nothing. And I mean nothing. Except there was a little tweet that they made about, um, like a physical edition of City Skylines Remastered with all the Japanese DLC. So I think it's called City Skylines Remastered Japan Edition or something, and it's like a physical disc. And if you haven't heard the news, PlayStation has essentially like stopped making physical media. They're like, Sony's like really anti disc right now. They don't like disc. They said we don't want disc. We hate big disc. We don't like disc. We like it floppy. We don't like it hard. No, wait, hold on. That's not right. Anyway, we're gonna do a Japanese inspired build on the last map, which is called Victory Harbor. And of course, it's not set to be called City Skylines. It says Games and Demos. And in order to fix that, I would have to reset everything. But here you go. This is a pretty large map, and it's one of those annoying ones where it doesn't actually reach out to over there, and the border is right there, so I can't get all of that out there. But it is an absolutely gorgeous map. Like, these final couple, like, map pack expansions are designed so well. Like, just these large mountains. This is all fertile farmland, and just these little outlets and harbors and like lighthouses. Like, the design of these maps are incredible. This is technically the final map, but I think there's maybe like 3 or 4 maps that I haven't built on in the what do you call it, natural disasters DLC. So I decided, because of that physical edition that they announced, we would try and do like a Japanese inspired build. So up here, gonna try to build some roads with bike lanes, allow people to bike up here, but also connect from like one part of the map to the other. So we'll have some property on the beach, maybe some shops and stuff, and then this will be the downtown city area right here. We'll have some houses there, and more stuff out here, suburbs, and then all this in the middle can be like utilities and stuff, and then the dump and garbage down here, industry. Definitely want fishing on this map for sushi. Gotta make some sushi. That's the plan, at least. Yeah, it's very strange. Like, they say, Sony keeps saying we're not being affected currently by stopping. We stopped making physical media, and we haven't been financially affected by that decision, so we're not gonna change that decision. But also, you just kind of announced it and then stopped. And I feel like the repercussions of that decision won't happen till way later anyway. Like, That's not exactly how it works, and I really don't know how much in the long run they'll be affected by shit. Let's do we want the 6-lane back here? Because I have 4 lanes. I'm thinking 6 lanes. I should go grab my laptop and just fix this. Oh, shoot. And it, like, I get, like, if I was a corporate executive, like, I'm not defending Sony's decision. I actually think it's a horrible decision to stop making physical media. Although I'm the type of person that I don't really buy discs. So I'm not the person to, like, defend it either, you know? It's a weird position for me because, like, I understand why everyone's upset, but I can also understand, like, they just care about physical media. The problem is when they try to, like, take the digital stuff away, which is the biggest issue. And that's what they keep doing, is like, you can't own, you don't actually own this anymore. We've decided that we own everything and we'll take it away from you. That's the problem. Like, it's not so much the removal of physical stuff. It's more the fact that, like, you don't really own your digital content, because they've removed digital games off of, like, PlayStation Store. I know there's other companies that do that, but we're just talking about PlayStation right now. And to make a physical edition of Cities Remastered with all the Japanese DLC at this point seems very strange. It's like, that kind of seems like that is the end of City Skylines forever to me. That's what that signifies. But it also is like, why like 3 months after an expansion? Why not drop it with the expansion? And then that way people don't have to, like, download that DLC. Because the only DLCs that are included is, like, the 2 or 3 Japanese things. I guess some of them, I'm assuming, I haven't double checked, but I'm assuming some of the creative, like, mod stuff, like, in the unique buildings, like, up here. I'm assuming some of this, like, Railroads of Japan is included. And then some of these skyscrapers that are from Japan are going to be included. And, like, all this modern Japan stuff, including, like, the painted districting content, like, all that, I'm assuming, is included on disc. So that way you don't have to buy it or download it if you don't already own it. But it's like, if you have City Skylines, why would you not have the full... Like, who doesn't have the full edition with all the DLC right now? Because people that play this game, they want all the content. Like, that's... I feel like the amount of people that have the game and don't have every single DLC is probably a very small amount. And the only DLC that I kind of held off from was Natural Disasters, because I'm about building, not destroying. Yeah, it's some weird stuff going on with Tantalus and Paradox and Sony. I guess whoever's making these decisions that don't make no sense to me. I think this should be a 4-way for sure. Okay. Yeah, these will all be bike lanes up here, and then probably houses around that. And then a 6th lane in between so we can move traffic to where it needs to be. figure that out, and then plan out these main roads here. I want to do like an interesting park design somewhere in the middle of all this, which is going to be like businesses and high-tech offices and all that good stuff that, you know, we build up and become skyscrapers. And yeah. So if you're all really patient, I will be back in 2 seconds. Let me just go grab my laptop. And it's loading. We just need to download and change things. I just want to change the not the title, but the game. Sometimes when you start direct streaming off of console, it says, "I'm sorry, we don't understand that this is a game." But like, what? Say what? Edit game cities category. Remastered. Underdog is a dreamer. Underdog is a streamer. There we go. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then somewhere still it says games and demos. We love that. We love that. So the first thing I do in this game is usually the water. But I already did that offline because I thought that would take 10 minutes, and it did. I saved you all 10 minutes. The next thing is power. I've decided to go wind power on top of this mountain, but then I'll probably have some sort of power plant like down here somewhere, maybe nuclear. I'm not sure. And then we build the backbone with some roads. And that's what goes up here. So that looks pretty good. We can always adjust and change these later if we need. I would love a parallel road right here too. Like I hate when they do these splits, but I also understand why they were made. I think I can get under there. See, I don't need bike lanes, but I would love regular 2-lane. I'll have one of these connections here as well. Do 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 do. And then that's a lot of space, which I hate. I hate that that's so much space. I really do think I'll probably upgrade that or change it. And change what type of road that is. Because I can see, like, the benefit. I can raise these. Maybe get something underneath. Or have something go over. Wouldn't that be crazy? What if I had a road go over this? I don't think that's gonna work. I could have a tunnel. Ooh. I don't need tunnels. I know Japan has a lot of tunnels. Yeah, and then this is just like parallel to that. Which kind of works. But there's got to be some sort of multi-lane road here as well. Otherwise, it's just weird. And then maybe another bridge. Flatten this out. Multiple bridges. That's the way to do it. And probably have like a terrace thing, kind of like ideal, just rows, like block rows of just residential on one of these mountains. If I'm not gonna do this one more, which I might, but there's not a lot of space to do that. Like just kind of tier up, multiple tiers of like small houses on a mountain. That could be the goal in the end. I think that would look really good. Yeah, see, there's some crazy highway pre-made things going on already. Alright. It's been literally 3 months since I've played Cities. And I didn't realize that until I saw the date on my last video. I was like, oh wait, we should do this. We should do this. Because that's a whole topic. Is why a Cities Remastered physical disc right as they announce, sorry, there's no more discs happening. That seems weird. Let's just do a bullshit train station real quick. Yeah, I'm only gonna use the Japanese DLC items in here. And if we don't have something, we're gonna substitute with like the Korean design. Okay, that works. Multiple bridges? I don't hate that idea. Especially right in the middle. I don't think that's unrealistic either. It can flood, it can flood. You can flood if you wanna. You can flood if you want to! We still have that City Skylines emote. We still got that shit, boy. And then this major road can connect and do things. Yeah, I like the idea of the 6-lane Well, grass. And then maybe I'll make some sort of transport option from that, but... There's really no reason to split. Like, that becomes some weird highway connection out there. Snoop Lion, welcome in. This is City Skylines Remastered. It's a city builder, probably the best simulation game, in my opinion. Here it ads. I'll let you sit through the first ad. And then I'll ask you a question. Let's see if this can snap like that. Sometimes if it's a weird bend, you kind of have to redo it. And it might still look weird, but that's okay. We can paint concrete on it later. There's really no reason for this to split either. So we'll probably change this whole intersection. But that's alright. Let me know when you're out of ads. I don't know what the ad situation is, but let me know. What'd you get an advertisement for? What am I selling to you? Sometimes you just gotta redo it, like I said. And sometimes you gotta switch. Alright, so now that that's done, we go to this view and you can see the natural resources here. There's a little bit of oil, so I guess we could capitalize off of that. And all of this is farmland, which is crazy. I don't know if we're going to do something with that. We could. We would just have to filter water or groundwater better. That's the only issue on that. And then, let's see. Is the fish glitched? It is not. It is. Wait, the color on the fish is still glitched. So they did not fix that. Okay, so the update, so these anchovy, salmon, shellfish, tuna are all supposed to be different color. I don't remember what color is what. I don't fucking remember. So we just have to do generic fishing, which is whatever. Sushi. Big sushi. Hello? Hello, Snoop Lion? Are you there? Let's see. Let's do this. Let's give that some space from the hill. She's walking the dog. Yeah, girl. You know I'm the real dog, though. Do 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 do. Okay. Touch grass. Ew. Alright, so we have to decide, this is going to be the residential sector right here. And that's what we should start with, is the residential sector. But I want to be able to space that perfectly there. I'll turn that into like a train line thing. Oh, okay. Now the decision to have a road there, I don't know. It gets rid of all the rock. That's the problem. Unless I do like a dirt road. But no, it still does. I mean, I can just repaint the rock. I just don't feel like doing all that effort. Yes, train is the deal. High-speed train to go from one side to the other, but also to go here. So, transport to the top. Modded. Let's see, what do we got? ROJ is Japanese. This is Modern Metro. We can do Modern Metro. I'm cool with Modern Metro. We already built one tunnel, but I'd rather have above ground train and maybe underground metro, but you never see underground metro. So what about elevated metro? Competing with the train. Like, trains for long distance, up above ground metro for inner city travel. What do we feel about that? That's always the decision that we have to make. Elevated station. Or we just stick with train and then do buses or something as a second. I'm building a whole city? Oh, absolutely I am. We just started though, so I don't really have anything built yet. But it gets kind of crazy. And I'm kind of good at building. So, yeah. And it's gonna be Japanese style. We're gonna make it look like Japan. Get a bullet train down here. I could have a split through the middle. Instead of having that. Yeah, I think we'll just split to the middle. Eventually. Which will probably look cooler anyway. We can redo these. I feel like there's a lot of Twitch ads happening. And I apologize for that. It's being weird. Don't be weird. I'm gonna have to, like, redo these a million times, aren't I? Okay, that's not that bad. Let's save that. That's not that bad. We can hide it with trees. If it's really ugly, if something's really ugly in this game, hide it with trees and rocks. That's the secret that nobody wants to tell you. I'll probably have some sort of transfer thing here as well. Let's see. Like, if you don't like something, put a big tree in the way. Why are none of these trees are big enough? I said a big tree, and then all my trees are too small. Ain't that the bitch? Ain't that a problem? Don't you hate that when your tree's too small? I've never had that issue. Boing. Okay, so up here. This is the fun part. Ready? We just paint this for a second. It doesn't matter. We can repaint later. It doesn't matter. What's important is that we select this. Enable style buildings, that's the first button, and then, let's see, where is the Japanese health building? Japanese hospital. Medical laboratory. Oh, I guess that's an option. We also have the helicopters now too, don't we? Or the high capacity one would be okay. You have sakura trees? We have some pink trees that are kind of, yeah. We'll paint these. There's some pink ones. There's a couple options for like cherry blossoms. I like purple and pink, and we'll put those all over the place, don't worry. I'm just looking for a very specific building. I'm looking for this building, but I don't know what the capacity is. Only 500, and I don't think that's going to be enough, so I might go with the high capacity hospital and break my own rule of using only DLC options for Japan. I just need more, like a massive hospital. That's like the biggest thing. And then go to the economy tab. Taxes go up 1%. Budget for roads doesn't matter. Budget for power, 115. Water, 115. Garbage is always an issue in this game, so I'm going high. Let's go 130. Healthcare, 125. Emergency, we'll go like 130. Let's go crazy on it. You know what? Let's go 130 on these. That way I don't have to spam the map with emergency services. Education, maybe also 130. Let's go wild. There's no reason not to. 110 on these. Industry will leave blank for now. Metro, we're thinking about. So 110 on that, 110 on train. I don't think you ever need more than that. I'm not going to do an airport. There's no space. I might do helicopters, maybe. Taxis? That's actually a good idea. Yeah, the hospital is the first thing you need, like, in this game. And so for the hospital, so we have these parking lots, but there's also like these paid ones, like these ROG paid ones, that are Japanese. So that's what we're gonna do for those. Where is that? Yeah, this part down here will be transport. This will be my transportation sector right here. This is so nerdy and cute. Do you want to see something, like, to actually blow your mind? Do you want me to actually, like, show off for 10 seconds since maybe you haven't seen it? So I remade Boston. Thank you for the bits. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I remade Boston. It's not 100% accurate, but I did the best that I could based on what's available in the game. So this is Boston, and this is obviously Logan Airport down here, and then got North Station, got downtown, all the buildings. We got Quincy Market. This is the aquarium in the game, so this is New England Aquarium. There's some empty space back here. I never actually filled this all in, but this is like the convention center. There's like a power plant over here. Chinatown. Yeah, Seaport, Chinatown. You know, the Common. Got Back Bay. Prudential Square. Fenway Kenmore. This is the baseball stadium that I decided to use. This is supposed to be Fenway. Obviously, they don't have Fenway in the game, but this is comparable, right? And then custom built all the highway to go over here. 295 to 93. Cambridge, MIT. So this is like a campus for MIT. There's like Big Dig stuff over here. Charlestown, Bunker Hill. There's just some empty things, but I can always work on it in my spare time if I want to. And then this is what it looks like at night. Zachem, yeah, Zachem Bridge. Look how pretty it is at night. Tell me you're proud of me. This took hours. This took hours of my life to do this, and it's not even 100% finished. And there's like little helicopters and planes, and there's an entire subway. Like, I actually built... I know you can't tell, but underneath this, there's an entire subway system. Like, that line right there, that's the green line. Like, actually the green line. Actually the orange line. Silver line. Downtown crossing. North Station. South Station. Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy. it's pretty insane. I also created, it's not really Miami, but I made a thing that's kind of like Miami / Daytona Beach, like a Florida inspired build, if that makes sense. And we spent a lot of time forever ago making real cities. I made Phoenix. I made Amsterdam, which was a bitch because of the canals. Holy crap, that build was difficult as hell. New York City, obviously. New York City's easy. That's an easy build, especially since a lot of the unique buildings are in the game, like Grand Central Station and Empire State Building, and like a lot of the like the Chrysler Building, Statue of Liberty is in this game. Like all the unique buildings are in here. You know what I mean? So like there she is in all her glory. So New York City is easy to build. But they have stuff from all around the world. I've seen people rebuild London. I thought about rebuilding London, but I just never got around to it for whatever reason. Phoenix is actually a cool build to do, like just the way that that city's actually laid out. So that was a fun one. There we go. Yeah, so I'll put some more transport things. Maybe a metro station. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. If I do it, maybe I'll do the small one instead of making a big deal about it. Like just a really tiny, like, underground metro thing, and not do a hub or... If there was space for this, I could do it. I don't want to destroy these buildings, though. Maybe I could just fill this with parking lots. That's an option. Everything takes up so much space! There's like a billion options in this game, by the way. Literally. Like, it's kind of insane. what you can do. Especially if you have the skill and the time. A lot of this game just takes time. Yeah, if you have time and patience, and I'm sorry if I'm wasting your time right now, but you could do some really cool stuff. Like, really, really gorgeous. The amount of detail in City Skylines. Like, all these tabs mean something. And some of these, to be honest, are kind of useless. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Some of those tabs I've never used, and I don't know why you would need some of that information. Like, it's not all necessary. I'm just gonna go based on these trees. That can be a major road right there, actually. Let's turn that into a 6-lane. There's no reason not to. There's gonna be traffic down there anyway, because all this is gonna be skyscrapers. Alright. So... do you just want me to have those pink trees, like, everywhere? Or just in certain areas? Like, just all over the place? Just go crazy on the pink trees? Because I can totally do that. And I don't think it would look that bad, to be honest. Yes? Alright. Let's go. Let's choose... let's do this one. Hold on. We'll do like 2 different types. Do these purple ones first, like a lot. Red benches? Oh, I don't know if I have that kind of detail. I can do like parks and stuff though. I can do a custom park with benches in it. So like there, now there's pink and purple trees everywhere. It's gonna look really pretty. Let's see. Fire, water, smoke. I don't think we're doing recycling. I feel like Japan is pretty clean though. So maybe I will do recycling. Parks, education. Recreational use, just for you. There you go, Snoop Lion. Recreational use. Yeah, man. These people gonna get ha. Wi-Fi. I guess fishing license if we're doing actual fishing. You took a gummy? Oh boy. Oh boy. High density. High tech. I don't think we need to boost here. Electric cars. There we go. So I wanted to do a custom park. Maybe it'll be right in the middle here. Like all this space will be a big custom park right in the middle of the map. All of that. Okay, and then, I know you're like, what the heck? Underdog, just do it. Just finish and just be done. Just have the city be done, but that's not how it works. It takes hours. But we can get some stuff done now by just pressing this button. I do have to have some sort of power line. And it's gonna look ugly, but it's temporary. It just looked like Mordor. I have done a castle build. Like, I do have a map where there's just a castle. Mordor. Mordor. Alright, so buildings will start popping up over here. And that's where people are going to be living at. People are going to be living in the city. And if this is actually going to be a thing, it's raining. That's okay. You know what's big in Japan is baseball. Got a baseball field out there. The music is relaxing. This is Harumi Nights. I think this is the Japanese station. There's also K-pop. If you would rather me listen to K-pop. We can use some Korean assets in here and get away with it, it's fine. Where's that other transport tower thing that I always use? Servicing services. Office building. Transport tower. There you go. Taxi. Go underneath. Alright. We could play Lego Fortnite. I mean, we could. I'm not crazy about Fortnite. I know you love it, and that's awesome. And I love that for you. But I don't know if Fortnite's for me. I know, but it's a long thing. I don't want to get it. I don't want you to hate me. It's a whole thing. My opinion of Fortnite as a whole is, I don't want to get into it right now. I really don't. But look at this beautiful garden. Oh. Let me get in here. Look at this beautiful garden. Look at this. I probably just blew your mind with the fact that I can walk through the city, right? I'll be this old lady. Look at that. It's a little Japanese garden there. Alright. So... Are you still getting a bunch of, do I have koi? Maybe. Maybe they're in there. They might be in there. I was gonna say, how much do you like me, Snoop Lion? You gotta be honest. I need like a scale from 1 to 10, and depending on that response, I'll do a thing. Because how many ads are you getting? Because I don't know how many ads you're getting. What? Just answer the question. Thank you for the bits. That's not... That's not required. Give me a number. Like, how much do you like me on a scale of 1 to 10? Just give me a number. And be honest. It's okay. 7? Alright, 7's pretty good. welcome. Enjoy that subscription to my Twitch. And now, if you refresh real quick, from now on it'll be ad-free. You might need to refresh your browser or whatever. You didn't have to do that? I wanted to do that. I feel bad making you watch ads. I wanted to do that because I'm a nice person. I told you, I'm a nice person. There's also these tiny little parks, and these are really cute because these are customizable as well. So we can pretend this is a koi pond. Right? We can pretend that's a koi pond. But you can also change what these are. And it can be like a community garden, it can be a gazebo, or like some other type of park. We're gonna do the pond. And this is a police headquarters. Put the crematorium. I love the idea of having like a crematorium or a cemetery right across from the hospital. Like, this is where you're gonna end up, dude. I love that idea. This is where you're going. This is where you're headed. Right here. That's where you're going. It's over for you, pal. You didn't make it. We're shipping you right across the street. Alright. So there you go. I'm gonna put a harbor down here too. I'll change the names of these things later. I can do whatever. Power, water, smoke, recycling. So this is gonna be for public transportation, like just connections around the city and whatnot. So we really want to focus on that. And really all we need to do for that is boost connection. That's the big thing. And then electric cars, which we should have the factory somewhere. I always forget where the electric car factory actually is. Look at these. Look at this sky temple. This is Korean, but this works too. Yeah, there's like pagodas, like this. There's like actual Japanese structures. We're gonna use those. Don't worry. You're getting ready to go live again? Oh, okay. All right. Do what you gotta do. I mean, you're not locked in here. Look at this sparkly unicorn rainbow. That's important. Anyway, where is this electric car factory? Because I always forget where that actually is. Meteorite Park. Huh? I don't remember that. Is that just on this map? Some items might be just on this map. Where the hell is it? I thought it was a unique building. Pyramid of Safety. Where did these things come from? I think some of them are from Natural Disasters DLC, and they're just like map specific. The Sphinx? Oh, dude, is this locked to this map? It better fucking not be. Can I put this on my Vegas build? I made Las Vegas, I forgot to mention that. Oh. I found the electric car factory. Let's go. It fits perfectly right there. Hell yeah. I'm gonna break this, and I'm sorry that I have to break that. I love this, but it's gotta go. It looks cool and great, but I think it's gotta get removed. You're listening but putting your face on? Girl, you're so pretty, you don't need to do anything, just... I mean, what? What happened? Oops. I can't control myself. I just need to turn this off. I'll build a custom park in a minute. I'll probably put the pagoda in there to make it like a big Japanese traditional garden thing. I want to shape it though. I don't just want it to be like this boring curve. I kind of feeling like an up curve to it. Feeling like making it go across the somehow cross the road. I don't know. I want to do things. I want to try new things and explore sexually in the game. My YouTube audience is like, what? Who? What? What's happening? Because later I post these things on YouTube. It's called double dipping. That's how you maximize. Maximize your potential. Okay. Every now and then we gotta save. That's just how it works. So what it's looking for now is a commercial. So there's two types of commercial district. Technically there's a lot more than two, but for explanation purposes for anyone that may be new or for you or for people that don't understand, so there's low-end commercial, which is like low-density commercial, which is like the light blue. So there's light blue color stuff. It's like small shops, corner stores, gas stations, pharmacies, restaurants, stuff like that. Right? Like small end commercial businesses. And so we're going to put those down by the water over here. High hills. It knew you were high. It knew. Power, water, smoke, recycling. Recycling, free Wi-Fi. Free Wi-Fi is going to be map-wide. It just makes my life easier. Tax rates for low density. And small business boost. We're going to boost all these things. There's no reason not to. Electric cars is also going to be map-wide, even though it only affects, like, if there's housing, but it won't make a difference. Doesn't matter. Higher taxes, but free Wi-Fi. Yeah, well, you're paying for the Wi-Fi. Essentially. But the way Wi-Fi works in this game is it counts for mail. So instead of getting a ton of physical mail, it's like less. It's less post offices. Essentially, is how the game sees it. It's like you're getting spammed with emails instead of junk mail. Isn't that great? Don't you love it? So yeah, there's going to be a bunch of shops and stores and stuff that are going to fill in here. Right? But we need a power connection, so... These will be temporary lines. After the map is full, we delete these. They look ugly now. Just like me, but it's okay. Yeah, there's post offices. Speaking of which, we will put a post office there. Okay. Don't worry, I got special Japanese things for that too. Oh, the bus depot. I wonder, do they have to turn around though? If I build it that way, I wonder if they'll get stuck. Sometimes the buses be doing 360s for no reason. Let me show you something super cool. And check this out. Can do some painting. Oh, it won't let me do it underneath. That's okay. I can paint. Can paint the ground. All of these are ploppables for custom parks. There's so many. There's a billion different options. You have no idea. You have no idea how crazy and different like each city can be. I feel like I'm really not explaining it as well as I should be. Like, when this is done, it will look like Japan. There might be one or two items that are not from Japan, but other than that, I will put every single Japanese item I can, like these noodle restaurants. We love nudes. I mean noodles, sorry. Yeah, there should be something big at the edge, right? Like something that kind of stands out. I don't know about this office skyscraper. But what about that one? I mean, all the other skyscrapers are going to be like in this area here. But having one out there isn't the worst idea, I don't think. And we put like a metro connection. Build that subway. That can be that way, that's fine. Oh, we need something that's gonna fit there. That's gonna be a bitch. Okay. And then this part, this is the not fun part. I have to build the city dump. And it's gonna probably be way out of the way. And we're probably gonna have to have another one like right in the middle here. And just filter the ground like crazy. I think that's the plan. Build a diagonal. And parallel these. I need this to be perfect distance. So I can have a line of trees along it too. I want it to be beautiful. I want it to look really pretty. So we're gonna have a little dump here, but like a major city dump down in here somewhere. Because this is where the sewage is coming out. And usually you want your garbage and that stuff like all together. So... garbage incinerator. There you go. And then just these. Usually I do two. The dump. Usually I do two. And that's good enough. 2 landfills. And then I'll probably have 2 here in the middle. And we'll just have crazy filtering around it. Do. That's okay. Yeah. All this in the middle with just a little bit, just a pinch of industrial-like. Because otherwise it's going to be too far away. Like, this out here is too far away to affect stuff that's here. So it's an unfortunate reality that we have to kind of put it right in the middle, but there's things we can do. So we can get the eco treatment. Let's do advanced. Let's do the big advanced one. This has to connect to a pipe. Like so. Okay, so that cleans the water around it. And then this is like anti-flooding. So this is actually an emergency service and not really a dump service. But it kind of looks like it should be with this. Makes you want to play The Sims. It's kind of. Do you remember Sim City? This is essentially the evolution of SimCity. Like, originally when this game came out, it was supposed to be a successor to SimCity, and then it kind of evolved over like 15 years to be something crazy. You can't fully decorate like housing, but I can change the way that these look with like a press of a button. Like, I can't fully customize each building on these houses, but there are design styles. So, like, if I push a button, so there's like European suburbia, university, modern city, mid-century, Korean, shopping malls, Africa, industrial, Brooklyn and Queens, countryside, emerging downtown, and Shibuya. Shibuya, ha ha. Shibuya, ha ha. Shibuya will be somewhere in the middle. We'll probably have a Korean district somewhere on this map. I'm not sure where yet. But then there's a few things you can do for this as well. So we can also make it self-sufficient, so the buildings are powered, like they're self-powered, and then they look different. They have like gardens and solar-powered, like solar panels on them, and then you can do that for like every style of thing, like every different, like the commercial stuff, like these shops. I can turn these into like bars and restaurants and gyms. I can make them leisure. I can turn them into like high-rise hotels if I want to. The industry, there's forest, farming, ore, oil. There's wall-to-wall. There's painted buildings that look like an art district, and it's really gorgeous. There's skyscrapers. There's like financial districts. There's brutalist style stuff. Yeah, there's a million options. A million options in the game. And the creativity is whatever you want to do. It's like however you want to do it. I like having the parking lots everywhere. I think that's kind of funny. But it also makes perfect sense. You like to decorate and build houses? I mean, there's decoration. There's just not house building, but there's city building. Right? So, recycling center. We'll get like solar updraft to power those. There's an ad. Hopefully you're not seeing it because I gifted you that thing and it cost me like $2. It's weird. Like gifting subs on Twitch is weird because it's like $6, but it cost me like $2.50. and then I will get $2.50 back. So that's like the most confusing transaction of my life, is gifting a sub to myself. Like gifting a sub to my own channel. It makes no sense. Like, if you think about it, look, I'm bad at math, okay? I'm really bad at math. Math is my worst subject. But if you give a subscription, it costs you like $2.50. But then in the back end, Twitch pays you like $2.50. So, huh? Am I wrong? I'm not wrong, right? I'm not. Yeah, I've gifted subs before. I'm just not usually on Twitch anymore. Like, not that much. I used to do it every day. But now I'm doing like TikTok every day instead. And last night on TikTok was rough, man. It was slow as fuck. That's the problem with TikTok, is like some days you're making good money and then other days you're just sitting there hoping somebody will notice you. Okay, so elementary school. Right there. Boom. Says capacities 1815. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then the high school. I mean, I like to do the high capacity ones because it just saves space and it does what we need it to do. Is that wrong of me? $29.04. Pick a sport. If you're still here, I know you're busy and you want to go play your game, and I don't want to be bothering you too much. But I also like attention because I have ADHD and I'm needy. Pick a sport. Tennis, basketball, volleyball. Just pick it. Just like soccer. Just pick a sport. Australian football, cricket, volleyball. Okay, well that's kind of like a beach sport, but that works. We could do that. And tuck it in here so it doesn't look that bad. And put trees around it. And say volleyball. It'll be connected to the high school, so that way they're playing that sport. And we can do a big arena if we want to. Like I could put a huge ass stadium in the middle of the city or something. I wouldn't mind doing that, especially on a Japanese build, like a big stadium, because they kind of do that. Frickin' Tokyo Dome style, baby. Dude. Real quick, let me just paint this. Power, water, smoke, recycling. Recycling. Wi-Fi. Industrial. I'm not gonna do 4.0. Filtering, electric. I think that's all I need there. And I know we had the bus thing there, right? Let's put a taxi stand down here. Along with the parking, extra parking. Covered parking. I think something else should go here. I just don't know what. Some sort of park. I wouldn't even know what to put where. Well, I mean, I've been playing the game for years, so... I mean, some of it is just a decision, like, make a decision on the spot. Like, I want to put a park here. I don't know exactly what park I want. But it has to fit. It has to be something that goes with the vibe, kinda. Not sure a basketball court is the vibe. Could put a little tourist park. I feel like that's probably better in the transit area. And this we can just do like a regular restaurant. Instead of a Japanese restaurant, just a regular restaurant maybe. That's okay, yeah. It's a little restaurant on the corner. That works. Boop 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 doo 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 doo. Are you really gonna go play your game? I mean, I like when you're here. She gotta do her own gaming. I get it, it's fine. Mm-hmm. Alright. There we go. Let me just paint all that dark green. Now I realize there's space there, but that's okay. Sometimes you gotta have a little bit of space. I really kind of think I should have a way for the highway to get up there directly. Like, there's space here, dude, for like another off-ramp. Or maybe that connects to another. Like this comes down here, and there's another intersection thing. That wouldn't be terrible. Do 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 do. Oh! Alright, let me see this. She's gonna go live. Good luck. Have a good one. Have a good live. I'll be here if you need me for anything. I'll just be here being cute. Don't mind me. I really want to have these roads connect somehow. So the question is, like that? Or like that? Or both? I think both would actually be okay. I think both is okay. I think this middle road can be... six lanes all the way down, cutting the city directly in half. I do believe that is fine. It's just easier flow of traffic. And then there's going to be another one like right here, which means this bridge gets upgraded. Was that the pumping station? Doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but I mean, I know this. Hold on. I know this road is gonna like become an intersection of some sort and connect to this. And it could be simple or weird. I think simple is probably for the best. I think maybe just tunneling right there might allow us to do some cool things. So let's just tunnel. Let's see how it goes. Dude. Let's see. Need another ramp. Have to extend this road. I know I should be focusing on the city, but once I get these roads done, I don't have to worry about them ever again. Sometimes you have to build things to get the other shit out of the way. Yeah. See, that works. I can even have these trees be pink. I could do these flowers on the main road, but I don't know if those really come across that well. I kind of like these small pine. Kind of like those. Because there is a tree called like a Korean pine. Just adds some noise protection. I kind of like the way those look. Instead of the generic trees. Now, I remember there was a glitch with the trees on the roads. They better have fixed that, because I'm not redoing it. It was kind of a reload glitch. I do remember that. Now that I'm doing this, I'm like, oh yeah, that was a thing. It was like a whole thing. But if I do it once, hopefully that issue has been resolved. I won't ever have to do this again. Do. Right down the middle, baby. Right down the middle. Okay. Save. So what I want to do, if it lets me, I want to curve that. Let's see, freeform. So in this custom park, I kind of want to have it be like wavy. And then a circle. And I know we can do the whole thing with the fences now, I know that. But I don't think I need to fence all of this off. I'm gonna leave these buildings here. And just have it be this way. Maybe this is the flowers inside the park. Yeah, heck yeah. Let's do plaza with a flower bed, some lights. You know how I like to do my lights on the corners. That strategy has never changed. At night it just looks better. But I don't build in the dark, you know this. Doesn't matter if there's a light there, I don't care. And probably get a cafe. Maybe right on the corner, like... Yeah. Get some oak trees in the park, too. Big oaks. Oh, it's totally gonna be like a garden park type deal. No, I don't think I'm gonna put playgrounds or nothing in it. Where should the pagoda be, though? That's the decision we have to make. Because usually I put it with a custom park. Like, usually I do. And if it's not gonna be there... It doesn't really stand out, though. I just wish, I do wish there was a taller one. Wish they had two. Because some of the skyscrapers have like a tall version and then like a half-size version. And I wish, I just wish it was longer. Don't we all, boys? It was inappropriate, Underdog. See, I'm trying to go parallel to these trees that are here. I don't think the game always wants me to do that. Damn, I mean skyscrapers or a big arena, like right at this corner. I'm feeling baseball arena, man. I really am. Skyscrapers all around it. That would be the vibe. Okay, that's option 1. This is option 2. Alright, option 2. So option 3. See, this one, the problem with this one is it's kind of the opposite. Like, it's got a big entrance and then there's no outfield wall. And then, there's is that one. That's huge. And if we do that one, we gotta move all these other roads, probably. Let's see. Have it so that the outfield is facing the city. I kind of fuck with that. Yep. Yep. Oh, and this is gonna work here too. Yep. And we get these tiny little roads around it. I can change the style of these roads too to make this even better. We're gonna do this and then we're gonna skip. And there's just skyscrapers. Because it's going to be all about which way they're facing and stuff. I did want fishing. I don't know where the fishing's going to go. Probably down here. But I feel like fishing is technically industrial, so it might be messy. So maybe on the other side. Instead of in the middle of everything. Where's that harbor gonna be? Because if we're gonna do a harbor on this side, we need to build a harbor before I do too much else. Because the harbors are always giving me troubles. Now I don't want to do like one of these multi things with the harbor to the hub because this didn't work before. I think it would work with the bus, like harbor to bus hub. That'll probably work. What about that? That's not bad, right? I don't know why it's being why it has to be curvy, but try something. That's not gonna work. But I can make it work. I can totally get this parking space thing here. I know I can. Yes. Worth it. it can flood. Because we got rid of the other thing. And now we have to replace the pumping station for the flooding. And then we can move these. That's fine. Do we need benefits on this park? We'll do main park and advertisement, I guess. I don't see myself building like another custom park out here on this map. There's not a whole point to that. Okay, well, it doesn't matter what the pipes look like. Victory Harbor is the name of the map. We'll just call this Transport Center now so I know what it is. And then, no matter what, this has to have parking like pretty much all around it. The only way that's gonna work. Do 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 do. Little statue thing, that's cute. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know this plaza was like had to be road connected. Because it's just a tree. And there's really not much to it. There's all these custom railroad things. What about a public bathroom? If only those were usable. Let's see, where's my pathing? Take all these snapping off. Yes. Come on. That's what it's all about right there, baby. They won't let me put trees on the inside of that. Which is a shame. Oh, when I said city, like, I meant all of this is gonna be skyscrapers. Like, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be insane. It's going to be wacky mode. Straight up absurdity. That's what it's gonna be. Alright. Now I realize we took fertile farmland and kind of turned it into that. And that's okay. And we can, like, maybe do a little bit of farming there. I don't know. I do want to save the game and put, like, a fishing thing just so I don't forget that's what I want. Right. I have to pee. Stream elements. I don't really use stream elements that often. Sakura. There we go. recycling plant, soccer district, North Victory, transport center, and then this will be like arena slash downtown. That's what this will be. Like the arena district can be a separate district, and then the downtown city can be all that. Different style. There's a huge fly in here. I don't understand. I didn't open a door or a window. Like, where did you come from, bro? And why? Why are you here? You weren't invited. Alright, I'm gonna pee or else my bladder's gonna explode. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry for the interruption. Nature called, and I answered. Alright, where were we? Trying to get power connected here. Kinda need something on this corner that's gonna be here and work. Guess that's okay. Power! Yeah, that's just another highway connection back there. Train connects there. I'm trying to think, there should be another train station, probably up here, actually. It makes the most amount of sense. That way you get people to the other side of the water. I don't think it's elevated though, unless there's gotta be a elevated Japanese one. There has to be. Problem is if I can find it. Should be up here, you would think. Ba-doop, boop, 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 boop. I mean, metro to intercity. Maybe that's what this should be. That's the problem, is like this makes sense, right? But like this has bus connections to it. That's the problem. It's like, does the bus have to be separate? Why can't it all be together? And it should be. It might be breaking my Japanese DLC rule. You really are being annoying with the... You really don't want to snap, do you? You really don't want to snap. I don't know why it's giving me a hard time. I've got a crazy idea. Tunnel, a road that tunnels. What is this? Oh, this is racetracks. I was like, what is that tab? It's racetrack tab. I don't think I'm doing a racetrack on this build. There's gotta be a way. I mean, one-way traffic would be cool, but I don't think it's necessary. I wonder if City Skylines 2 will ever have a console release. I know that game was a failure, but I have been curious about that. With that other announcement of this becoming physical, I was like, I wonder if they'll ever drop Cities 2 on console. Because they were going to, and then they fucked it up. Alright, well, if we're using that, and that's intercity buses, so that's people from outside coming in, and then regular buses should work. Or is this just metro to intercity buses? Which means I don't have to get rid of the other bus depot. I think this is just intercity buses. This is just from the outside going to the metro. Which means I can build a metro hub somewhere else. But there was no space. Like, I wanted to do it there, but there's no space. I could do it on the other side. I could do it like here. I don't think that's the end of the world. But I really want it all like tucked in here, you know? But that does give me enough space to like kind of bend it. Shit. If only I could do it all. I mean, I can move this. Like, I can move that. That's not an issue. And then have these come down. And still do that. Like, I can always put that somewhere else. I mean, the electric cars are transport, though. Technically. Maybe I don't need it, though. Maybe I'm just overthinking. I think I'm overthinking. Just gonna have it be what it is and do what it does. I think like every other road here will be a crossing or something. That works for me. Alright, so for park stuff, the only real Japanese one is the garden. But things like this work if you get a road out here. We can have little roads. And what else? Like parking lots, always. And then you get this tab up here, which is just like the railroads. And then this one you can put anywhere. This one has to be attached to a road, and it's just a market, and I already used that one. And then this one's just a tree. I don't really know how useful that is. This is some sort of front plaza. Not really a lot of space for that. Like, none of these are powered, they're just barns. And then some of these attach to road and some don't. And Kozawa Park. That one's a little bit crazy. Well, that goes down instead of up. That's the opposite of a skyscraper. What if I put that way out there? Or would it better be served in the middle of everything? That's the question. What if I put it right there? Because it's a regular park, so technically you can have more than one. But if I put it right there, then it's getting all of that benefit area. Just right in the middle of everything, too. Okay. Yeah, I think that works. And so we're doing buses. There's a bus depot there. And probably eventually have another one on the other side. Because that makes sense to me. Like, on the other side of the water to have a second bus depot. One bus depot is not going to be enough for the entire map anyway. So, like, down there, if that's where that's going to be. And then, elevated station. Does that work? What's the matter? That not worth it? What's wrong? I mean, that worked so well. Why did I screw it up? See, this big one is too big, I think. Yeah, we'll stick with the small one then. Okay. Seems like it's bending wrong. We're just gonna have to fix this line a little bit. That's alright. There you go. Look at that. That looks okay. I mean, I don't know why it gets so low there. Never really understood that part of it. Because it kind of has to be at this height to connect to that. So I don't know why it's so high here. But that's what it was at default, so. And I know I wanted a train cutting through the middle. Because I think I need another train station like there or something. could do it back and forth, but... Do 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 do. Right. So what do we got? We got these big plazas. These plazas are huge. Look at these plazas. These plazas are crazy looking too. I don't know if I vibe with those. Those are a little bit wacky. A little bit much there. Maybe I shouldn't have got rid of that painted square. I liked it. I liked it. Save. Is it skyscraper time yet? I think that's what everybody is here for, right? Here for the skyscrapers, at least a few of them. Let's see. Option 1. Option 2. Now that's just out of the Japanese DLC, but there's some other skyscrapers, like, from Japan. Singapore, Brazil, Germany, these are from Japan. And I think there's different heights to these. USA, Taiwan. This is from Japan. These are not the final places, I'm just seeing which ones are from where. I could probably get away with, like, one of the Taiwan ones. Too. Do we want one on the waterfront? Like on that way? I don't think so. I don't think we do. I think we want one here. That one kind of works where it is. What about these next to each other? See, this angled one, the triangle one can be somewhere cool. But the question is, what angle do we want the triangle to be? I think the triangle right in the middle. Yeah, okay, so those three, and then probably a couple further in. And I can fill this with IT tech, like, though we can get other skyscrapers, just not the pre-made ones. And I can get a different size of that one too. Like, what if I get the taller one out there? How do we feel about that? Why not? It's City Skylines. Why not go crazy? Usually I don't. Usually I try to, like, censor myself a little bit in the game and be like, let's not do crazy skyscrapers, but it's City Skylines. We want skyscrapers. So yeah, I'm gonna make this a whole district. Mm-mm. Alright, so we got the transport center. And we didn't really need all that out there. We need the harbor included. That's for sure. But we don't need all that. Let's see. Victory Arena. So the question is, do I want this to be a skyscraper district or something else? And then have the one behind it be something. I don't think I want to do financial. But this being financial kind of makes sense. And then get like a stock market somewhere. Power, water, smoke, recycling. Recycling, Wi-Fi, tax raise for high density, big business boost, electric cars should be map wide. No matter what. Boop boop boo da doo. So I like the idea of going parallel to where these, like, how these trees are. I like that idea. Hello? Thank you. Space that. Well, I have that be. That can curve, that's fine. That curves that way, this curves that way. Delete this road real quick, redo it. Straight. I mean... yeah, just align with these trees no matter what. And everything else has to, like, bend. To it. Just makes it more natural. Like, it doesn't have to be a complete grid or perfect grid in here. Yeah. Oop. Hold on. Okay. So, let's go back. We have healthcare. Get a gym. Healthcare, check. Hospital, done. Now the smaller ones. There's this plastic surgery center, which is funny. We could put that like in the middle of all these other skyscrapers. We did elementary school, at least one. We did a high school, at least one. Probably need another, like, up here. And next to that high school we had, volleyball. Which makes more sense down here because it's against the water. We'll do the same. That way they have a sport. I don't know why this elementary school is like so restrictive. It's on the same road. That's okay. That fly is still in here, flying around. That's why they call it a fly. I think. It's flying. And then for university, I'm not frickin' sure at all. Like, I like this urban campus. It looks crazy. It's also super modern, which gives the right vibe. But I don't know where I would put it, besides right on the corner. And if I put it right on the corner, I'd have to space everything around it, which is okay. But do I want it connected to that road or to this road? Or do I want it spaced like that? Because if I do this, there's a little bit of space right there that we're not using. But that is probably the best spot for it to be. Let's see. Where my girls at? We were using live oak trees as well, weren't we? Let's fill that in with that dark green. Too been doing this for 3 hours. So, that's done, that's done. We got most of the roads done. And then that police station's really the only one that we had. I don't think these need to be on the road. Does this send out cars? I don't think it does. It's like a little security box that doesn't really do anything. Like, it's cute, but I'd rather have something that works. Helicopter police depot. Oh, wait a minute. Shit. This requires a lot of space. This is cool though. I want it. I want it. Let me do it. Let's see. Police helicopter depot. It's not technically transport, so it's okay that it's there. We'll have the other depot down here. So, do the capacities change on these? Fire engine capacity 3 is horrible. Let's do 25. I would love for this to be on the other corner, but that's okay. So these should be regular fire trucks. And then I want one up here, probably. And then One for downtown with like the tall trucks. The ones that can reach the skyscrapers. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, the park's on. Things are connected. I just need the demand to kick in. So we got emergency services done, school done, skyscrapers for the most part done. There will probably be more down here in this area. Like all of this is gonna get painted and filled as the downtown. Some of this painting may need to be more organized. Then I'm imagining down here will be a different district as well. So this will be Victory. Downtown. Down. Victory. This has to be a kind of mix of everything, which is difficult to do. Power, water, smoke, recycling, parks, education. We'll just literally everything combined. I mean, if that one part is gonna be... I don't know if I'm gonna have IT tech on the map. That's what I'm thinking, is like, where am I gonna put my office skyscrapers? I don't know if I'm gonna actually have any. I could make the arena section that, and then have like a financial district on the other part, which would work. Recycle plastic, free Wi-Fi. No priorities for right now. No priorities right now. Because I think that's the point, is that we put the priority in the districts that are specializing in it, and then this can be financial. That way there's skyscrapers over here too. Spread them out throughout the map. That makes sense to me. I think up the hill is going to be its own separate thing. Yeah, I think the hill is going to be its own separate like district thing. What the heck? Okay. So that'll be the financial district, and then we'll have like a separate, I think the radio's going too hard right now. We'll have a separate, train station for that, which is where this is going to. This is going to a train station that's going to connect to the financial district. And somewhere in this game, somewhere down here, I will do a proper train station. Maybe here. Maybe that's what this is. I don't know. See, that looks weird, but it also works. So, and then there's not really one for here, and that's a whole thing. Because I think there needs to be one right in the middle. But the problem is the game hates that shit. Even on the DLC, like, the noise complaints. Look at that orange circle is the problem. I mean, I can do it. I don't mind doing it. Just letting y'all know that the post office is gonna have to move. And then that changes a lot of this too. Unless it goes to the other road, but I feel like it should connect to the main road. It makes more sense. And then this is going to be the final construction project of the day. Because this is going to be a lot of work to fix this. And we have to destroy what we built in order to build it back. Like I said, every other, and then the post office got deleted. But it's still over here. This has to get moved. This has to get moved. This has to get deleted. This is getting deleted. My beachside train line. I like when it's elevated though, it looks better. I know there's a European one. High-speed rail. It is, they are going to be bullet trains, so I don't know if the high-speed rail is really the upgrade we need. Yeah, Japanese bullet trains, man. Loud helicopter noise down here. See, that post office might be not in the best place. Okay, we got the recycling plant here. We're gonna have like a dump and filter thing back here. Tank reservoir. Water, city pumps more water than it needs. The excess is stored in the tanks. Well, I didn't even know this was a thing either. That's cool. Now we have a recycling plant. Now we have an inland plant. That should connect automatically. Let's go. Do but do 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 do. So I think I'm just using the defaults here, and that's okay. The small ones kind of would fit the vibe better, but I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Small healthcare facility. See if I can do train line real quick before I go. Because I don't think that's going to transfer to that. It should. It absolutely should. That looks so bad. That might be the best we can do. It's kind of hidden. Kind of hidden. Boop, 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 do, 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 do. So this to here to here and back for now until I get shit, no, to there. Until I get another station somewhere. And I know these were at 110. Bullet train. Done. I don't know if, like, the high-speed track is just for the look of it. It doesn't actually change anything. So if I put the high-speed track here, 136 mile per hour speed limit. Well, does it say what the regular track speed is? It doesn't. How am I supposed to know if that speed limit actually works in game? There's no way to know. I will tell you one thing though. This Metro deal can continue that if that one connects to that one and that one goes that way. You think the recycling plant should have its own subway? The arena definitely should. Okay. Well, those stops are kind of close together. I have a subway there, subway stop there. Probably one for the fishing on that side as well. Now that all needs to be powered to work. But I've been playing this for like 3.5 hours, so I think I'm done for today. We might come back and build more in this Japanese style inspired Victory Harbor. Thanks for watching.